Hey, hello investors and future investors. Welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a watch list, and I'm also going to show you how to use a watch list. Now, what a watch list does is that it gives you enough information on any stock or ETF that you're interested in trading. Without a watch list, it's going to be a very hard path to being profitable. Now, if you're new to options trading, or you're trying to use options in order to make some additional income, then you so happen to stumble onto the right video. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a watch list. I'm going to show you the importance of a watch list. I'm going to show you how to use that watch list in order for you to make consistent income. Now, for today's video, we're just going to be using AMD, and that ticker is pretty much AMD. Now, let's just start and go ahead and get down and dirty with options right off the bat. Now, to do that, you're going to pull up any stock of your fancy. Once you have that stock pulled up, then you're going to go to the bottom here and you're going to go to add to watch list. Whether you have a watch list or not, you still go ahead and go to add to watch list. Now you're going to have this pop-up screen here. Now, if you do have existing watch list, all you need to do is go ahead and add it by clicking into any one of them right here. However, if you don't have a watch list, this is going to be your opportunity in order for you to create one. So for today, we're actually going to be creating a watch list. So we're going to go here to create a new watch list. We're going to give our watch list a name. Let's just give it a name, watch list. Then you're going to go ahead, you're going to hit create list right here. Oh, actually, this one is already done. So let's go to create watch list 2 maybe. Let's go ahead, create watch list, and voila. So you're going to go ahead, you're going to create the watch list. As you can see, it says watch list 2 here, and it's already ticked off. That means AMD is going to be added to this right away. Now, you simply go ahead and hit save changes. I'm going to go ahead and save changes. Now, that right there is step one to create the list. Step one is the easiest step. Now, let's go into step two. Step two is that now that you have this watch list, how are you going to use this watch list in order for you to go ahead and make decisions about what option strategies you want to use in order for you to make additional income? So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up our watch list. Okay, so here we are on one of my watch lists, and this watch list, I named it Enter Exit, and this is just based off my own personal preference. The reason why I named it Enter Exit is that with these stocks in the watch list, I know when to enter it, or if I already have a trade, I know when to exit it. Now, as you can see here, I have 42 items in this watch list. Now, 42 items in a watch list is a lot of items in a watch list. It's going to be extremely hard for you to monitor the entire watch list. But this is a main watch list, and then what I go ahead and do is I break down this watch list into a lot smaller watch lists. Now, if you created a watch list that you don't want, you could simply go ahead right here. You're going to click the three buttons here, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to delete that. We're going to delete the one we just created because I'm going to use the existing ones I have in order for me to do this video. So let's go ahead and delete this one as well. Now, based off of my enter exit watch list, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go ahead and select a secondary watch list. I'm going to add stocks to that I intend to trade. Now, that secondary watch list, you could see here, the name of it is going to be Monday. That means every stock in this watch list on Monday is what I'm going to be looking to take a position on that particular day. And as you would imagine, I would have one for Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. if I'm trading for the whole week. But usually I trade just once a week. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead, we're going to open up our Monday watch list. Now, with your watch list, as you can see here, there's 6 items. 6 items is a lot for me. I usually try to use my most immediate watch list. I usually try to keep it down to 5 stocks or less, because you would imagine how hard it is for you to keep an eye on all these watch lists here. So as you can see, I have GitLab, I have Hims and Hers, I have AMD, I have Supermicro Computer, I have Trade Desk, and I also have Tempest AI. This is my most immediate watch list, which I'm going to be looking to enter positions on probably on Monday if the setup is available. And do not worry, I'm going to show you the setups. Now, your watch list can be customized. You can simply use the price right here. So if I click into it once, you're going to see the price is going to be rearranged. And there you go. The price now is rearranged from the smallest, go all the way down to the largest. The same thing can be done for the next column, which is today. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and hit today, and you're going to see that's going to be rearranged once again. And we're going to go ahead and do the market cap. Actually, no, we're not going to do the market cap. I'm going to go ahead and give you a more detailed one. So it's pretty much the same for market cap. Once you click into it a couple of times, it's going to go in alphabetical order or some kind of chronological order. Now, what we're going to do now is that we're going to go to this icon right here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to open that up. What this icon now does, it allows you to change the parameters of everything here on your watch list. So for instance, under today, these that you see here represents a 1-day change. If you want to change this, you simply go into it right here. And now I'm going to change it to 1W or 1 week. And then you're going to see the numbers are going to go ahead and change. Now, the reason why you want to change this here is going to depend on how often you trade, the frequency of your trade. Now, the same thing can be done for the market cap. The same thing can be done for analyst ratings. So the best thing to do with this is you have to go ahead and you have to practice, practice, practice. Now, the 3 icons to the bottom here, you simply click into it. And then if you want to delete this watch list, you go ahead and do that. Now that you've gone ahead and you customize your watch list, now you're going to go ahead and decide which stocks you're going to go ahead and use. Now for that, what we're going to be doing, we're going to be going over our watch list right here. And let's go ahead to this one right here, hims and hers. We're going to go ahead and open that up for us to go ahead and do our due diligence. Now, before the stock reached your watch list, obviously you have already gone down and you already did some basic due diligence, which is to see the employees, what the company do, the next time the company is going to be having earnings, the 52-week, etc. That's just basic due diligence even before it hits your watch list. Once you go ahead now and you pull it up here, what you're going to be looking for, you're going to be looking at the technicals. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead to the Robinhood Advanced feature right here, and that's going to open up this chart. So now that I have the chart open, I'm going to go ahead and use the 1Y here or the 1 year. The reason why I use the 1 year outlook is I go ahead and I trade a lot longer time frames. So my time frame is pretty much 3 months and beyond. So I always go to the 1 year, which gives me a bigger picture of what's going to happen. Now, this graphical display here, if this does not work for you, you could simply go up here and you could switch it up to candlesticks right here, if you guys prefer candlesticks. Also, you could go into this little icon right here and you could remove this. So this is only going to show you the actual market hours, not pre-market or not overnight. Now that we have this here, we're going to go ahead and start analyzing the stock. Now, there's 2 indicators I basically use. The 2 indicators I use is going to be this blue line right here, which represents the 200-day moving average, or down to the bottom, I use a momentum indicator. And this one here is going to be the RSI, or the relative strength index. Those are the only 2 indicators that I use. Now, right away, this stock piques my fancy, and let me show you why. I notice there's a huge gap down right here. So now that you see a huge gap down right here, now you're going to go ahead and do some more research to decide why this stock have a gap down. So now you're going to go into probably Yahoo Finance or Google Finance or whatever else in order for you to read up more about the company and see what happened here. It's advisable that you always use a minimum of 2 sources in order for you to make a better decision. Now, I already did my due diligence, so I know why there's a huge gap down here. So based off of this setup, I am going to decide I'm going to go ahead and be bullish on this stock. Now, if I'm going to go ahead and be bullish on this stock, there's a couple of option strategies I would use. Here's one of them. I would go ahead and buy this stock right off the bat because I have the intention that this share price is going to go back up. Another one I'm going to use, a bullish option strategy, is going to be the put credit spreads. Now, if you're trading with a small account portfolio, just a couple $100, the put credit spread is going to be a good bullish option strategy for you to use. A third bullish option strategy I would use is what's known as a long call options. Now, to go further, a fourth bullish option strategy I would use is going to be a leaps option. If you guys are not familiar with those bullish option strategies, go ahead and research the channel. I have videos about all of these option strategies. Now, there are way more bullish option strategies out there. The reason why I would choose those four is because those four are what's known as income generating option strategies. On this channel, I most of the time get into option strategies that give me income as soon as I execute the trade because I like to get consistent income. Okay, so now that we've done a bit of analysis on this stock, now this stock right away is going to be the number one on my stock list come Monday. Now, come Monday, if I decide to enter this stock, this is a trade I would use. Let's go ahead to HIMS right now, and we're going to open up the option chain by going to trade HIMS options right here. Now, once the option chain open, which is going to be this area down here, remember, I just pointed out that there's four income generating option strategies that I would like to implement. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you one of those income generation option strategies. So I'm going to go ahead to buy. I'm going to go ahead to call. I'm going to go ahead now and choose a strike date. I'll be going with a strike date, a longer one out. Let's go for December 19th. And that gives us 175 days to expiration. Let's go ahead and click into that. Now I'm going to go ahead and choose my strike price. The strike price I will be choosing, I'm going to go at the money. Now, at the money simply means the closest strike prices to the share price. So at the money would be either the $50 strike price here, which is the closest above the share price, or the $49 price here, which again is the closest below the share price. So I will be going the $50 strike price. Now, this is a buy option strategy, so we're going to have to pay. But remember, I did mention that I usually get involved in income generating option strategy. So I'm going to show you how you're going to make income off of this. So the amount we're going to have to pay for this is going to be $13.55. Now, this option strategy is one of the ones I mentioned, which was the third one I mentioned, and this is the long call option strategy. Once you acquire a long call in your portfolio, all you need to do now is go ahead and do nothing. This is a bullish option strategy. So all you're doing, you're waiting for this share price here to start going back up. Once the share price starts going back up, then this options you have here is going to go up in value. Now, here's the trick to this option strategy. Always feel free to close out this option strategy before the expiration date. All the expiration date gives you is that it gives you enough time in order for the trade to work in your favor. Once you've hit a certain percentage of profitability that suits your personal goals, then my advice to you is to go ahead and close this trade, lock in your gains, and move on to the next one. So there you have it, investors and future investors. That is how you, number one, create a watch list. Number two, use that watch list in order to do some basic due diligence. And then once you do that, you could go ahead now and decide what option strategies you want to use, whether you want to be bullish on the stock or whether you want to be bearish on the stock, and the particular option strategy you're going to use in order for it to generate income. So there you have it, investors and future investors. If you guys have any questions about the four bullish option strategies I mentioned there, go ahead and leave me a comment below. Now, go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that notification bell to get an alert when I post a video. But most importantly, if there's anyone out there you know that's trying to grow a small account portfolio, then go ahead and share this video with them. We're trying to help as many as we can get away from that regular 9 to 5 by making income with options trading. So until the next video, keep pushing your investments.